You know who else got in trouble when she crossed the Atlantic? The Titanic. A new exhibit called Titanic, the Untold Story has opened in Washington. The 882-foot-long ship sank 106 years ago, but the story lives on. So let's take a look at the Titanic by the numbers.
$7.5 million was the cost of building the Titanic back in 1912. Nowadays, it would cost more than $185 million.
She's the most magnificent, the most famous ship of all time.
The boat had 4 smokestacks, but only 3 worked. The other was purely cosmetic. $4,350 was the price of a first-class parlor suite. That would be over $100,000 today. These suites had 50-foot private promenades, and as we know from the movie Titanic, not everyone had it so good.
Tell us of the accommodations and steerage, Mr. Dawson. I hear they're quite good on this ship.
The best I've seen, ma'am. Hardly any rats.
23 knots was the boat's top speed. It was moving at 22.5 knots through the iceberg-laden waters on that fateful night.
Iceberg, right ahead! Thank you.
1000 BC is the year that deadly iceberg began its journey. About 235 feet was the length of the gash the iceberg cut into the hull of the Titanic. 31 degrees was the temperature of the Atlantic at the time of the sinking. Though the head baker survived for 2 long hours in the frigid water, the medical explanation? He was really drunk.
As a result of the sinking, ships were required to hold enough lifeboats for all passengers and keep 24-hour radio watch.
It took diving crews 74 years to find the wrecked boat in its resting place, which is 12,600 feet below the surface.
On September 1st, 1985, the first underwater images of Titanic were recorded.
Want to know more? For $105,000, you can visit the broken carcass of the ship they once called the Millionaire Special. Tours are expected to resume next year.
Titanic, famous for its size, infamous for its tragedy.
And that's a look at the Titanic by the numbers.